On this episode of TFL Truck, it's mid-size versus full-size pickup. Right here I have an all-new 2022 Nissan-FRONTIER Pro 4X, and right behind there is a new Ford F-150. And a while ago, in previous generations, a mid-size truck, which is a lot smaller, was more fuel efficient. So on this video, Case, who is behind the camera, and I want to take both of these trucks on our CD MPG loop and also show you the acceleration on the Frontier 0 to 60 and compare them on our 50-mile loop. Let's do it.
This Frontier is a brand new 3.8 liter V6. It's got a 9-speed auto. Today we're going to be using 87 octane fuel. So let's go ahead and get on the road and fill this up. Fill this up and then get on the road.
Doesn't matter. Because it's a figure of speech.
This is good TV right here, filling up a truck.
$4?
Show it stopping.
Dude, the fuel is getting more expensive, so this test is actually very, very valuable.
Yeah, it's important that we do this test before it gets even more expensive. We're gonna do the Andre 2-click method because Andre is right in front of me. How could I disrespect his method and not do it? Here we go. Frontier's topped off. Let's do the Ford.
The new Frontier and the new F-150 have slightly different systems. For example, this is an F-150 hybrid, which means it has a pressurized fuel system, which means I must actually select this button and wait for the truck to allow me to fuel it up. And then, check it out, it is a capless system, and on the Frontier, you still have to screw on the cap, old school style. Just for this comparison, we're going to be using 87 octane for both trucks. Of course, Ford says for best performance, you should use premium fuel, but this is all about saving money, right? Fuel efficiency and ease of use, so 87 octane it is. I will also be using Andre's 30-second top-off method. I don't think it's actually my method, it's just a method. Powerball is at 457 mil.
You gonna win the lottery?
All right, I'm not gonna win the lottery, so let's get on the road, dude, and talk about these trucks.
Stepping into the Frontier, I've got two keys here. I've got a proximity key and a blade style key, but I don't actually need the blade style key. I can just leave this proximity key in my pocket, hit the push button start, and I'm good to go. How about you, Andre?
All right, Case, well, while you have the top of the line, pretty much, Frontier Pro 4X, I have a base Ford truck. This is an XL. As such, I do not have push button start. I have a regular key, and I do not have actually keyless entry either, but old school. So yeah, I would agree with you. Old school is pretty good. But Case, let me ask you, do you have this? Do you have drive modes, including Eco?
My drive mode is wherever I put my right foot.
All right, Case, so let's get on our 50-mile, approximately 50-mile combined city and highway loop.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull onto there, and we're gonna have to get on the throttle a little bit as we do. I've got 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque from this 9-speed auto and 3.8 liter V6 combination.
Oh, that is very cute, Case. I congratulate you on that. Because I have actually less displacement, but 2 turbos. I have a 3.5 liter V6, and together with an electric motor, I have 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque, and a 10-speed auto. But we're doing this comparison not because I have a hybrid and you don't, but because I really want to see exactly how your Frontier, this brand new truck you have, compares to a full-size truck.
Yeah, there's definitely some major differences between the two. Another one of the big differences between these two are the prices. These Pro 4X Frontiers start as little as $37, and the one that I have spec'd out with a sunroof, big screens everywhere, this one costs $44 grand. How much is your F-150?
I was hoping you were not gonna go there, but my F-150 XL crew cab, 4-wheel drive, with the inverter system was almost $52,000. So yeah, so it remains the same. You know, in the past, mid-size trucks were always more affordable and more simple, and it still remains true. Your truck is more affordable.
Not only is it more affordable, but I have some extra features. Like I mentioned, I've got a sunroof. Do you have a sunroof?
No, I do not have a sunroof.
I've got leather seats.
I don't need leather seats. I have cloth seats and seating for 6.
So, Case, there's another thing I'm really curious about, because Nissan was talking about making their Frontier more refined and actually better on-road and off-road. So what I want to do in this video also is,
First of all, see exactly how loud the cabins are here in the
Ford and in your truck, measure the sound levels on the highway, and also do a 0 to 60 test. What do you say?
Both of those sound good to me. I'll go ahead and do this interior sound test. So I seem to be hovering right around 60 decibels.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a pickup truck. That's quieter than a mouse's whisper.
Alright, well, let me show you how loud or quiet my interior is right now.
So, Case, my sound check says about 65 decibels.
Man, I'm surprised you can hear me over the walkie-talkie.
Dude, it's not bad, actually. We're making fun of it, of course, but I think both these trucks are quiet and refined. Maybe my towing mirrors and my semi-off-roady tires are making my truck a little bit louder.
Let's get going and let's see how fast these trucks are.
Uh-oh.
So we completed a big portion of our MPG efficiency loop. Now we're here at the closed dead-end road where we do 0 to 60.
Now let's see which one of these is faster.
Okay.
I think I've got an idea of which it is.
Well, it's about your truck, really, because we need to know. We haven't tested the new Frontier yet. So here's the deal, guys. Yes, I have more power and torque, but I also weigh much more. This F-150 weighs about 5,700 pounds, and as compared to about 5,000 in the Frontier. But here at a mile above sea level, of course, turbos and electricity will help quite a bit. And of course, accelerating like this, it burns a lot of fuel. Here's my quickest time today, 6.24. Still really impressive for any pickup truck whatsoever. Very impressive time. Let's see how quick the Frontier is. It may not be as fast, but it's very important because it's a brand new truck and we need to get a baseline for it.
All right. I'm turning the traction control off to get a little extra control here. I'm going AC turned off and brake torquing with my left foot. Ooh, a little wheel spin. Nice. I mean, that's just because I was brake torquing it. 40, 50, 60. So, all right. Got a 9.69. That's the best of the 2 times that I've run. Not quite the 6.24 that Andre managed.
I think for a mid-size class, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, it doesn't feel all that slow, and I mean, it's an off-road truck. It's not a drag racer. That F-150 is just incredibly impressive.
Okay, well, let's keep going.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, 87 octane as before. The total distance we went was 54.7 miles today. My truck is showing 26.5, so let's see what the pump actually says. So yeah, I mean, when you have a bigger truck like this is a full-size truck, it weighs a lot, 5,700 pounds just by itself. You need more trickery to get it more efficient, and in this case it's the hybrid. So let me wait 30 seconds to do a double click. Aha! So 2.477. Let's calculate. So we're going to use the 54.7 miles that we went on this trip divided by 2.477, is the gallons I've used equals 22.1. So the trip meter was not quite on target right now for this trip. Maybe it's because we were driving and then accelerating for 0 to 60, but still pretty good for a full-size truck. Let's see where the Frontier falls.
How nifty is this, Andre?
What? Oh, you could hang it? This is tactical green, dude.
Tactical green looks good on this truck. And these wheels look really good. I like the reddish orange that they're using on the gauges and on the Nissan logo in the middle of the wheel. This is a cool truck.
What?
There's no way that this could be more efficient than the F-150, could there? Oh,
no way.
Pretty on the money, but
I think it's identical pretty much.
yeah, it's near enough that it's pretty much identical, but let's go ahead and do the calculation. 54.7 miles, same distance as Andre, divided by 2.451 gallons. 22.3, so
it's better.
It's 0.2 better than Andre's POWERBOOST, which is kind of shocking for both of us.
At the beginning of this episode, I was very cocky. I thought the F-150 hybrid would win hands down on efficiency and most likely acceleration, but it wasn't the case. The Frontier showed up and got a better fuel efficiency in the real world. So mid-size trucks are still cool, they're more affordable, they're smaller, they're probably better off-road, but that's for another time. We'll take the Frontier off-road on TFL Off-Road channel. As always, it's Case and I for TFL Truck. Go back to tfltruck.com for all the latest news, views, and real-world truck reviews. Coming up very soon on TFL Truck, our brand new video series for a few bucks less. Check it out. What is that?
Envelope. N's for you, T's for you, and A's for you.
Sweet.
We're calling this new series for a few bucks less.
This is 2,500 bucks.
Exactly.
Look at it. It's a B4000.
Were you living in here for a while?
Look at it! It's a 1965 Peugeot 404.
And the transmission is still there.
Dude, I thought you bought a Peugeot.
Taking that aside, everything pretty much works. Oh, I got him at the line!
Come on!
That's gonna be the slowest race ever done at this IMI track.
But here's what I found in my truck. You found that? It's a bat. It's still leaking.
It's a little tiny bit of oil.
Nathan, how do you feel against the mighty V8 right now?
So guys, the question now is for a few bucks less, did you get a little less or a lot less? And there's only one way to figure that out.